Plane carrying von der Leyen lands in Bulgaria using paper maps due to Russian interference with the GPS. Ukrainians' intel shows destruction of 2 Russian helicopters and warship in Crimea, and how Flamingo missiles strike Russian FSB base in Crimea. The latest news next. 2 Mi-8 helicopters and Russian tugboat. Ukrainian fighters carried out new strikes against enemy military targets in temporarily occupied Crimea, Ukrainian's defense intelligence reports. In particular, the Ghost special unit of HUR conducted a successful operation against military targets in Crimea. According to intelligence, drones attacked the Russian air base in Gvardeyske near Simferopol. Due to the strike, 2 enemy Mi-8 helicopters were destroyed. Their estimated value is between $20 and $30 million. Attack on Sevastopol. During another operation, Ukrainian intelligence struck an enemy vessel in Sevastopol Bay. It was likely the tugboat Buk, which sustained damage from a drone equipped with a warhead. The HUR emphasizes that systematic combat work continues and the demilitarization of temporarily occupied Crimea is one of the key tasks. Operations in Crimea. Earlier, Ukrainian Special Operations Forces fighters carried out an operation in temporarily occupied Crimea on the 9th of August 28th to 30th and destroyed a Russian radar station at the Saki airfield. It was part of an S-300 air defense system. Furthermore, recently, SOF units also disabled several Russian logistics facilities in temporarily occupied Crimea. Infrastructure objects that ensured the functioning and combat supply of Russian army units were destroyed and damaged. Satellite images confirmed that Ukrainian forces struck a Russian border base in occupied Crimea. The attack was carried out with long-range Ukrainian Flamingo missiles, according to Militarny. Low-resolution satellite images from the Copernicus data space ecosystem confirmed the strike on a border base near the village of Voloshine Armyansk. According to the Oko Hora channel, which published the images, one of the barracks was almost destroyed, and deformations can also be seen on the base seabed. If these were indeed Flamingo missiles, this marks the first known use of such weapons by Ukraine against Russian-controlled territory. There has been no official confirmation yet regarding the deployment of this missile type. As reported by RBC Ukraine on August 30th, Ukrainian Flamingo missiles struck Russian targets in occupied Crimea. The strike hit a border outpost and a patrol boat based near Armyansk. Russian media claimed that 6 hovercraft patrol boats were damaged and 1 person killed, but mistakenly attributed the attack to Ukrainian Neptune cruise missiles. The world calls for an end to the war in Ukraine, yet Russia continues to prolong the conflict and rejects any real negotiations. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy says.
2 weeks ago in Washington, it was said that this is the time when the Russians should be ready for real negotiations at the leaders' level. Ukraine is unquestionably ready for this, but the only thing Russia does is to continue the war.
According to the Ukrainian president, all signals from Russia point to this. Now, during his visit to China, Putin will once again try to evade. This is his #1 sport, the Ukrainian leader stressed. Zelenskyy explained that everyone in the world has called for a ceasefire and insisted that the war must end.
That was the position of everyone. China, India's prime minister, and other leaders at the summit, Turkey, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan. Almost everyone else in the world also supports ending the war. Today, we have a principled statement from the Pope. Thank you for that. The only one who wants war is Russia.
Zelenskyy emphasized that the pressure on Russia must continue.
We expect no one will tolerate the prolonging of the war. We rely on a strong stance from the United States, Europe, and G20 countries. This war only adds instability to global processes. Russia must pay for this, and it will.
Earlier, Pope Leo XIV urged the world to abandon the logic of weapons and immediately engage in negotiations over the war in Ukraine. A plane carrying European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen was first to land at the airport of Plovdiv, Bulgaria, using paper maps because of GPS failures, reported by Financial Times. Financial Times says that the plane carrying the European Commission president lost electronic navigation systems while approaching Plovdiv airport. Three informed officials reported that the incident is being treated as an act of Russian interference. The whole airport area GPS went dark, one of the officials said. After circling about the airport for an hour, the pilot decided to land manually using paper maps they added. It was undeniable interference, another source stated. The Bulgarian Air Traffic Control Service confirmed the incident in a statement to the Financial Times. Since February 2022, there has been a notable increase in GPS jamming and recently spoofing occurrences. Such disruptions affect the accuracy of GPS reception, leading to various operational problems for aircraft and ground systems. Von der Leyen was flying from Warsaw to Plovdiv to meet Bulgarian Prime Minister and to visit an ammunition factory. After the visit, the European Commission president left Plovdiv without incident on the same aircraft. This is a stark warning to the world. Russian aggression is no longer confined to Ukrainians' borders. Interfering with the navigation systems of a European Commission president's plane is not just a provocation, it is a direct threat to international safety and sovereignty. Such brazen acts of sabotage show that Russia will stop at nothing to intimidate, destabilize, and spread fear. The global community cannot remain silent. Immediate decisive action is needed to hold Russia accountable and to protect Europe and the world from further reckless provocations. This is a line that cannot be ignored. That's all for today. Thanks for watching this video. Support Ukraine, like and subscribe.